Hi, welcome back. It's me. This is me. I'm Violet's Light. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like. And before we move on, I want to talk about my name so that you get to know me. My birth name is Luz Yolanda. Now, translated, or in the word is interpreted, the language is translated. Or is it backwards? Anyway, so what Luz means is light, and Yolanda is Greek for violet. So the literal translation of my name, I moved it around, is Violet's Light. And I kind of wish my mother would have named me Yolanda Luz, which would have been Violet's Light. But I don't think she did, because my cousin's name was Luz too. And she got lucky. They call her Lucy, which I love that name. You know, a name is everything. So I went through school with this name, Luz. How did people pronounce it? Luz. It was horrible. While at home, my mother called me Yolanda. Everybody called me Yolanda. My cousins, my aunts, my uncles, everyone. My brothers and sisters. No one, I don't think anyone knew that my name was Luz. That's how you say it in English. Luz en español. So you've learned your first Spanish word. In case you want to learn, I'll give you a word a day. Luz is light. So but I love the translated version of my name, Violet's Light, because it literally means what lights you up. For me, you know what I mean? What lights me up? And there's so many things that light me up, regardless of what I have been through, because we all go through stuff. It's just how you rebound that really makes a big difference. You know what I mean? So it's how you come back. It's your comeback game. It's all that. It makes a big difference, because when I lost everything during COVID, and I mean everything, I had found a loophole on how to use my 401k without having to pay taxes. Yeah, if I was using it for business, and, you know, so that's a long story in itself, but, you know, I used every last cent, and I had quite a bit. Almost $1 million, let's just say. I'm not going to give you the exact number, but it was damn close. And then my severance package and money I had saved. So when my company moved and I took a severance package in 2018, I sat back for a little while. What am I going to do now? How old was I then? That was 6 years ago? No, 7 years ago. 7 years ago. I was 58 years old, starting over, about to be, well, I was just turned 58, about to be 59. So starting over, imagine. And I sat there and I thought, gosh, I've been with this company for over 23 years. I'm so this company. I lived and breathed that company. Anybody talked against it, and I vehemently defended that company. Oh, I couldn't hear anything bad about it. It was just, no way, no way. And eventually I'll let you know what company it was. So I thought, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to another corporate company at my age. Who's going to hire a 58-year-old that has 24 years of experience with a very strong company? I would be going in there saying, well, we did it like this, and we did it like that, and we did it like this. And I would be so annoying. So I thought, what am I going to do? I looked up a way to get this money so that I didn't have to take out any loans. You know, it's my money. I saved it. 24 years, I saved it. So then if I'm correct, 3 days after my birthday. And the landlords wanted us to close. The government wanted us to close. Non-essential, non-essential. I thought it would be for 2 weeks. It turned out to be for like 2 months. There's no way I could bounce back from that. You know, I had these wonderful employees and I felt so bad, so I gave them money, whatever I had. The government, I did get a PPP loan, but because I was only in business for so long, the calculation worked against me because they wanted to take your gross earnings for 2019. I had just opened, so my gross earnings were very minimal. I had paid for almost everything cash. So honestly, that was the one saving grace. I had one big bill, and that was it. So I lost everything. Lost everything, and I had to start over at 59 because that was my birthday month. 59. Yeah, I had a trip scheduled to Jamaica for my birthday. Um, so here I go, starting over. What do I do now? I was so beside myself, broke, just crazy. I thought, what do I do now? I have no money. Honestly, I don't want to go to work. Like, anything with responsibility, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to go to work and come home. Uh, I did get a job here and there, and I just wasn't happy. It was just a rough time in my life. It was a rough time. I started working from home for a very close friend, and I had good intentions, and I was just very lonely to be at home, and just didn't want to do it. You know, I just didn't want to do anything, honestly. Sold everything, moved to Panama, the country, with my son. That was a great move. To be honest, I love the country and everything. It's just COVID there was different. We started missing Florida. He started missing friends, and I don't blame him. He didn't speak the language. Yeah, shame on me for not teaching him Spanish. And I'm going to teach you. Oh my God. So we came back. We came back, and then I moved in with my daughter for a little bit. That was chaotic. That was rough. I'll have to go into that someday, some other time. And things didn't go well. She was in a very abusive relationship. Something she kept going in and out of. She was lying to herself. She's still lying to herself today. Yes, so that's another story. So things happened. I took my son to visit his father in Central Illinois. Left him there for like 6 months so he could spend time with him because his father's not doing well. That's another story. And I came back, and I didn't have anywhere to go. For the first time in my life, I was seriously homeless. When my granddaughter heard, she said, "You better come over here right now." So I stayed with her. It was the best time of my life. I loved it. She was pregnant. And my first great grandson. It's so crazy. I'm a great grandmother. And stayed with her, cooked for her, cleaned, so she could focus on her pregnancy, because she needed that. She needed that very much. I loved being there. I made my little room into my little castle. She had a cat who gave birth to 3 cats that I fell in love with, and I have one today. Mochi. I have to show him to you one day. And I started, I collected unemployment for a little bit, which I loved. It's like $300 a week. It was decent money. I hadn't done that in over 30 years or 40. I don't know how long. But anyway, so I started working on TikTok, built a page up. Oh yeah, I worked as a, there's some years I'm missing here, but I worked as a medical courier for a while. So until my car got wrecked, and then that was before I moved to my granddaughters, and after we got back from Panama. And so then on TikTok, I made a medical courier page, which I help people get jobs, and you know, and blah blah blah. Just sort of like a mentor, you know, information that they needed when they were trying to get into that field. So, you know, I have about 22,000 followers on there. It helped because I was making a little cash there, and then I got a job working from home again, but the internet over where I was living is terrible because there's a lot of construction. I mean, so just things just, you know, I had to quit from that work from home job because of the service that I was getting was lacking, and it was making me nervous. And although I was very good at what I was doing because I am a people-oriented person, it wasn't working out. So then I got job going somewhere. And I needed that. So I went and picked up my son from his dad's. It was time for him to come back home. And I got a job at Publix. And he got a job at Publix. And he's doing fabulous at this job. He's making more money than I do. For me, it's part-time because I am retired. I do get a check from Social Security. It's a pretty nice sized check because I made really decent money at the company that I worked for. So it's a pretty decent size. I mean, we are fine. We have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment, and he loves it, and he contributes, and we live here happily. We really do. It's, you know, it is what it is. So that's where I'm at currently. What I'd like to do is start sharing a little bit of current and a little bit of the past so that you can understand what made me who I am, and so that you could you'll be able to empathize and share, hopefully. And there's good and there's bad. That's our life. This is our journey. Remember, this is our journey. We're put on earth for a reason. And the sooner you figure out what that is, the better you're gonna be. The better you're gonna be. Yeah, because everyone has a journey. And this place, this earth place, is your training ground. Yeah, so it's not easy. There have been times where I'm like, I just want to go home. And I don't know why I say that, you know. I never really thought, I just want to go home. Yeah, this is not home. This is where we live for a little bit. We learn, and these are our lessons. So you have to think about what they are and do better. So I'm going to end it right here for right now. I'd like to ease into sharing more and more, and being, oopsie daisy, sorry. I wanted to take this out because I think it was hurting my sound. I hope it's not, but so please subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more, if you want to come along on the journey, if you want to share, if you want to learn Spanish 1 word a day. I'll tell you more about my job at Publix. I love it. And I have had some great experiences there so far. And I always wanted to work there, you know, where it's a pleasure to shop. So I'll talk to you soon. Hugs and kisses. Come back and see me, okay? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications. You know what they say. So I'll be back. Promise. Can't get rid of me.